The O-shaped Barndominium is one of the most visually striking designs in this entire space. Fully enclosed courtyard, complete privacy on all sides, 4 walls of the building surrounding one central outdoor room. From above, it looks like the most perfect residential design ever conceived. And if you build it wrong, which most people do because nobody tells them this before they break ground, it will be the most expensive mistake you ever make in residential construction. Not because the design is flawed. The O-shape has been used successfully in architecture for thousands of years. Roman villas, Spanish colonial haciendas, traditional courtyard houses across the Middle East and Mediterranean. The design works. But it works only when you understand one specific physical principle that governs everything about how a fully enclosed courtyard building performs thermally. Get that principle right, and you have one of the most comfortable homes ever built. Get it wrong, and you have a building that traps heat in the one place you most want to escape from, your own outdoor living space. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that principle is, why it matters more in an O-shaped Barndominium than in any other floor plan, and the 5 specific design decisions that determine whether your enclosed courtyard stays cooler or turns into a heat sink. Stay with me. The thermal physics of the fully enclosed courtyard and how to get it right before you break ground. Design decision 4 is the one that most O-shaped Barndominium builders skip because it isn't on any standard floor plan drawing, and it is the single variable that determines whether your courtyard runs cooler than the air outside or becomes a heat sink. Let's go. The physics. Why the enclosed courtyard is different. Before we get into the design decisions, you need to understand the physics, because this is not an opinion or a design preference. This is thermodynamics. An open courtyard, the kind in a U-shaped or L-shaped Barndominium, has one or more open sides. Prevailing wind enters from the open side, moves through the courtyard space, carries heat with it, and exits on the other side. The courtyard is part of the broader airflow system of the property. Heat does not accumulate, it is continuously flushed. A fully enclosed O-shaped courtyard is a different physical environment. All 4 sides are building walls. There is no open face for prevailing wind to enter or exit. The courtyard becomes a closed volume, a defined air mass enclosed by surfaces that are themselves absorbing, storing, and radiating heat. Research published in the journal Energies in October 2025, reviewing a decade of courtyard thermal performance studies, confirms what building scientists call the thermal duality of enclosed courtyards. While a well-designed enclosed courtyard can lower peak daytime temperatures through shading from surrounding walls, it can simultaneously prolong nighttime heat retention because the enclosed geometry limits the natural ventilation that would otherwise flush accumulated heat from the space. Research published in Nature's Scientific Reports in December 2025, running machine learning analysis across hot and warm climate cities, found that courtyard geometry and enclosure characteristics are among the most significant determinants of whether a courtyard reduces or increases a building's cooling demand. And critically, in warm, humid climates specifically, poorly configured courtyards can actually increase solar heat gains rather than reduce them. The Journal of Environmental Studies 2023 quantified the heat trap risk precisely. Without proper ventilation, enclosed courtyards can trap heat at night, raising adjacent indoor temperatures by 0.8 to 1.9 degrees Celsius above what they would be with adequate ventilation. This is the physics your floor plan has to work with. The question is not whether you build the O-shape, the question is whether you design it to manage this thermal reality, or whether you build a beautiful enclosed courtyard that nobody wants to sit in after 10 a.m. in June. Design Decision 1, Courtyard Aspect Ratio. This could be where most O-shaped builds go wrong before anything else. The aspect ratio of an enclosed courtyard is the relationship between its width and the height of the surrounding walls, specifically what building scientists call the sky view factor, which is the ratio of visible sky at courtyard level to the full sky hemisphere above. A high-walled, narrow courtyard has a low sky view factor. A wider courtyard with lower surrounding walls has a higher sky view factor. Research published in MDPI Energy's 2025 on multi-level courtyards in hot, dry, and humid climates found that optimized courtyard configurations yield measurable reductions in courtyard temperature, and the ratio of wall height to courtyard width is one of the most direct variables governing how much solar radiation reaches the courtyard floor and how effectively warm air can escape upward. A courtyard that is too narrow and too tall relative to its width creates a stagnant air trapped at the ground level. The climate nuance here matters. In hot, arid climates, a somewhat higher wall-to-width ratio can work because low humidity allows radiant cooling at night. In warm, humid climates, which includes most of the American South, wider is consistently better because the combination of trapped heat and humidity creates the most uncomfortable possible outdoor environment. The practical guidance from passive design research: your courtyard width should be at least equal to the height of the surrounding walls. In warm or humid climates, a courtyard that feels generously proportioned on the floor plan is almost always the right call. Design decision 2: orientation. This one is absolutely non-negotiable. Because the O shape has 4 walls surrounding the courtyard, every wall face has solar exposure throughout the day. East walls absorb morning sun, west walls absorb afternoon sun. South walls receive the most cumulative solar radiation annually in the northern hemisphere. North walls receive the least. The goal of correct O-shape orientation is to maximize shade on the courtyard floor during peak summer hours. Research from a parametric study of traditional courtyard houses published in Nature's Scientific Reports, December 2025, found that an east-west oriented long axis for the courtyard, meaning the courtyard is longer east to west than it is north to south, produces lower heat gains than a north-south oriented long axis. This orientation means the taller east and west walls shade the courtyard floor during morning and afternoon peak heat hours. In practical terms, for your build, orient the long axis of your O-shaped barndominium east to west. The courtyard will be longer in the direction that puts your building's own walls to work as shade devices during the hottest hours of the day. Design decision 3: courtyard surface materials. This is the one that determines how much heat the courtyard stores and radiates back into your rooms at night. Dark paving surfaces, dark concrete, dark stone, dark brick, absorb solar radiation efficiently during the day and store that heat in their thermal mass. When the sun goes down, that stored heat radiates back out into the enclosed courtyard air. In a fully enclosed O-shape, without designed vertical ventilation, that radiated heat has nowhere to go except into the adjacent rooms through the courtyard-facing glass walls. Light-colored or reflective paving materials with high solar reflectance, light gray or cream concrete, light travertine, light-colored natural stone, reflect rather than absorb solar radiation during the day, storing significantly less heat and radiating significantly less at night. Research comparing paving materials consistently finds that surface albedo, the reflectivity of the courtyard floor, is one of the most directly controllable variables in reducing courtyard nighttime heat retention. Vegetation in the courtyard floor adds evaporative cooling. Plants release moisture through transpiration, which cools the immediate air temperature around them. A courtyard with mixed planted beds and light-colored paving consistently outperforms an all-hardscaped courtyard in thermal comfort in the same enclosed building. This is not a landscaping preference, it is a thermal performance decision. Design decision 4: operable roof openings, the variable nobody draws. The one I promised you earlier, the one that is almost never on a standard floor plan drawing. Every enclosed O-shaped barndominium courtyard needs a designed vertical exit path for warm air. This is not optional. This is the physical mechanism that prevents the heat trap condition. Here is the physics. Warm air is less dense than cool air. In any enclosed space, warm air naturally rises. In an open courtyard, a U-shape or an L-shape, warm air rises and exits freely into the sky above the open portion of the courtyard. In a fully enclosed O-shaped courtyard with no designed exit for the rising warm air column, that air rises into the courtyard space, accumulates at the top of the enclosed volume, and has nowhere to go. It recirculates. The courtyard gets progressively hotter through the day. The solution is stack effect ventilation through designed openings at the top of the enclosed courtyard air column. This means one of three things depending on your specific design. A partial roof opening over the courtyard, a portion of the roof deliberately left open or covered with a glazed or screened canopy that can be opened seasonally, operable skylights at the highest point of any covered courtyard section, or high-level operable louvers in the upper wall sections facing the courtyard. Research on buoyancy-driven ventilation in enclosed courtyard buildings confirms that the stack effect, warm air rising and exiting through high-level openings while cooler air replaces it at ground level, is most pronounced during summer midday, which is exactly when the heat trap risk is greatest. When warm courtyard air has a designed exit path at the top of the enclosed space, it rises and leaves. The courtyard becomes self-ventilating. This is the design detail that is almost never shown on a standard O-shaped barndominium floor plan, because it requires a structural and mechanical decision that goes beyond basic floor plan layout. It has to be specified, it has to be engineered, and it has to be built into the structure from the start, not retrofitted after the first summer tells you the courtyard is unusable. Design Decision 5. Glazing specification on courtyard-facing walls. In an O-shaped barndominium, the courtyard-facing walls are almost always predominantly glazed. Floor-to-ceiling glass looking into the private enclosed courtyard is the entire visual premise of the design. That glass is also the primary thermal interface between the courtyard environment and the interior living spaces. If that glass is standard single or basic double pane with no solar control coating, solar radiation from the courtyard transmits directly into the interior living spaces during the day, and heat radiated from the courtyard surfaces at night transmits into the bedrooms and living areas while you sleep. The courtyard glass becomes a heat delivery system rather than a thermal buffer. The specification minimum for any courtyard-facing glazing in an O-shaped barndominium in a warm or hot climate is low emissivity, low E, double or triple pane glass with a solar heat gain coefficient, or SHGC, of 0.25 or below. The SHGC measures what fraction of solar energy passes through the glass and becomes heat inside. An SHGC of 0.25 means 75% of solar radiation is blocked. Energy Star's recommendations for the South Central Climate Zone, which covers Texas and much of the Sun Belt where most barndominiums are built, specify SHGC of 0.25 or below as the performance target for warm climate glazing. For the hottest climate zones, InterNACHI's guidance for SHGC recommends below 0.27 for windows. In an O-shaped barndominium where courtyard-facing glazing can represent 30 to 50% of the total interior wall area, this is not a window upgrade. It is a fundamental thermal envelope decision that affects every room that faces the courtyard, which in an O-shape is every room in the building.
The honest truth about E-shaped barndominiums. Here is what I want you to take from this video. The O-shaped barndominium is not a design mistake. It is one of the most architecturally sophisticated residential configurations available. Complete courtyard enclosure, total privacy, the outdoor room that belongs entirely to the people inside the building. When it is designed correctly, with the right aspect ratio, the correct east-west orientation, reflective courtyard surfaces with vegetation, designed stack effect ventilation, and low E glazing at SHGC 0.25 or below, it performs beautifully, and the courtyard is comfortable year-round. But, unlike the U-shape, the L-shape, or the H-shape, where an orientation mistake or ventilation oversight is costly but partially self-correcting through the open courtyard face, the O-shape has no passive forgiveness. Because the courtyard is fully enclosed, there is no open face for prevailing wind to rescue a poorly designed ventilation strategy. Every thermal variable has to be designed deliberately. Nothing fixes itself by accident. The families who build O-shaped barndominiums and love them for decades got every one of those 5 design decisions right before they poured the slab. The families who build them and spend the first summer wondering why the courtyard is inoperable got at least one of them wrong. The difference between those two outcomes is not budget. It is information. And now you have it. 5 design decisions. All 5 have to be right.
Courtyard aspect ratio. Wide enough relative to wall height for warm air to escape vertically and sky view to remain generous. Orientation. Long axis east to west to maximize self-shading during peak heat hours. Courtyard surface materials. Light-colored paving and planted beds to minimize heat storage and nighttime radiation. Operable roof openings. Designed stack effect ventilation that gives warm courtyard air a deliberate exit path at the top of the enclosed volume. And low E glazing at SHGC 0.25 or below on all courtyard-facing wall surfaces. The Energy Star specification for warm climate performance. Get all 5 right, and you have one of the most private, thermally comfortable, architecturally extraordinary homes in the entire barndominium space. Miss one, especially design decision 4, and you will know about it the first summer you live there. Drop a comment and tell me, are you considering an O-shaped build, or have you already built one and experienced the heat trap problem firsthand? I read every comment and I answer build questions personally. And if you've solved this problem on your own build in a way I haven't covered here, share it. This community learns from each other. If this saved you from a very expensive mistake, like it, share it with whoever is planning this build with you, subscribe for more content that goes this deep. See you in the next one.